Hey everyone, it's Clint coming at you for a quick video. I thought about starting this as day 27 of fulfilling a campaign. This one feels like it's just taking forever. That's because I haven't been able to work on it that much. I know I keep saying that. But what I want to talk about is actually distribution. Recently, I did a lot of research on distribution, and that was for a few reasons. One is because it seems like there's ought to be a way to get your books around the world, other than just shipping them individually. We're looking at All for Owen. This is the novel that many people picked up, and right now I'm signing these and sticking them in collector bundles. So we're, or not collector bundles, but just All for Owen bundles. So we're working on that. But I went and spoke at a library. Thought about recording it, and it was kind of hard to record it while I was speaking. It was just a lot of stuff going on, so I didn't end up recording it. I had some people there ask me about, well, crowdfunding's been super successful, but what about distribution? Like, how are you going to get your book in bookstores? And that's the go-to thought that literally everybody has. The initial thing that they think about is, but how are you going to distribute it? And the reality is that distribution is just that. It's distributing books to readers, to people. It's just getting it out there. So I can ship a package apparently with 3 books in it to Australia, and it's going to cost me $45. I'm still, my knees are still shaking about that. But at the same time, I can potentially get a distributor in another country. And how much is that going to cost? Question mark. I don't know. Is it going to be free? Not really. Nothing's free. When it comes down to it, ultimately, you have to sell books. So even if you have a distributor, even if you're in every library or you're available to every library in the nation, it comes down to a librarian making the decision to buy your book. And then, so if you break that down further, what books are they buying right now? Well, right now they're going to be buying books like Harry Potter, like, I don't know, name a list of books that are popular out there. The Hunger Games, Twilight back in the day, I don't know, whatever is popular currently. They are going to buy those books because there's already demand for those books. So I think there's way too many people out there that still think that distribution is going to be the silver bullet. If you have distribution into comic book shops and you are making an indie book, you still are going to have to call each one of those comic book shops and ask them to order your book. Jim Zub has a blog, or he had a blog, and he talked about this process of him trying to get his books into comic book shops. And yeah, he was published by Image Comics. He also had distribution through Diamond, but it still came down to comic book shops trying out a brand new book. So I guess that's one point for mainstream comic book industry, in that comic book shops are pretty well guaranteed to buy some number of every single Marvel and DC title, at least to an extent. There's already demand for those titles because they've been around so long. Is that demand waning? Yeah, depending on who you talk to, depending on a lot of circumstances, yes, it is. And obviously depending upon the title. So what are you going to do with that then? Is there any way to actually be successful in comics? Yes, there is. It's still just like anything else. How did Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird make Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a big hit? Well, they went out and they pushed those comic books to individuals, to comic book shops. They were selling them out of the trunk of their car. And then beyond that, before it was really such a massive success, yeah, the book got out there and everything, but I wouldn't say it hit mainstream, it didn't become a mainstream icon like it is now until they started doing other things with that IP. They made a TV show for kids in order to drive demand for kids to buy toys. So, I mean, that's what they were doing to sell toys, all of these things that are surrounding comic books. So I'm not going to lie, I'd love to see there be some great IP coming out of. I mean, I could think of Jawbreakers, for example. I really liked the last Jawbreakers book I read. I'm looking forward to reading Grand Bazaar. What is that, the third one? We're looking forward to reading that one. And I think like it would be cool for there to be a video game. It'd be cool for there to be some kind of animated series. There again, I could go on and make a list, but I think before distribution is going to help you, you've got to find other ways to drive demand, not the other way around. That's the one thing you should take from it. Your distribution is just going to put books on shelves in some stores. It's going to make it available for stores to buy, but it is not going to make people want to buy it or even buy it. You've got to do that first. So getting distribution is sort of putting the cart before the horse. Hope that all makes sense. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to get back to work, and I'll see you in another video.